Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
It's late at night and the streets are quiet. The only sound is the wind rustling through the trees. But somewhere lurking in the shadows is a figure whose identity has remained a mystery for over 5 decades. He called himself. Between December 1968 and October 1969, Northern California was gripped by fear. A series of brutal murders left the police baffled, the public terrified, and the media captivated. The killer targeted young couples, leaving a trail of bodies across the San Francisco Bay Area, Vallejo, Benicia, and Napa County. His confirmed victims included David Faraday and Betty Lou Jensen, shot near Vallejo in December 1968. Cecilia Shepard, stabbed to death near Lake Berryessa in September 1969. And Paul Stein, a cab driver gunned down in San Francisco in October of the same year. But the Zodiac didn't stop there. He claimed to have killed 37 people in total. And with every murder, shocking, he sent taunting letters to the newspapers, filled with cryptograms, ciphers, and chilling confessions. But what was the Zodiac's real motive? And why did he call his victims slaves for the afterlife?
Why?
The Zodiac's first confirmed attack was on December 20th, 1968. David Faraday and Betty Lou Jensen were on their first date, parked on a quiet road near Vallejo. They never made it home. The couple was ambushed by an unknown assailant, shot at close range. The killer disappeared into the night without a trace, but this was only the beginning.
Seriously.
On July 4th, 1969, Darlene Ferrand and Michael Mageau were attacked in a parked car. Darlene was killed, but Michael survived, giving investigators a crucial description of the Zodiac Killer.
Yes!
A stocky white male, possibly in his late 20s or early 30s, wearing dark clothing. The Zodiac's attacks were sudden, brutal, and seemingly random. Couples in secluded areas became his favored targets. But his methods weren't what terrified the public most. It was his letters.
The first cipher arrived at the offices of 3 Bay Area newspapers. The Zodiac demanded they publish his cryptic message, or he would cruise around all weekend, killing lone people in the night. The letters taunted police and claimed more victims, but they held one chilling truth. I like killing people because it is so much fun. Law enforcement agencies across Northern California scrambled to find the killer. The FBI, the San Francisco Police Department, and other local authorities were on high alert. But the Zodiac was always one step ahead. Investigators pored over the letters, looking for clues, but the killer's true identity eluded them. One man, Arthur Lee Allen, emerged as the prime suspect. A convicted sex offender with a strange fascination for the case, Allen seemed to fit the profile. But despite intense scrutiny, no definitive evidence could link him to the crimes. Over the years, other suspects have been proposed. In 2021, a group of investigators known as the Case Breakers claimed that Gary Francis Post, a former Air Force veteran, was the Zodiac, but the police weren't convinced. And in 2022, author Jarrett Kobek introduced another name, Paul Dorr, a naval documents clerk. Yet, to this day, none of these theories have been proven. And what about the Zodiac's unsolved ciphers? 2 of the 4 ciphers remain a mystery to this day. Who was this man who loved the thrill of the chase, who delighted in playing cat-and-mouse games with the authorities? But what if we told you there might be clues we've overlooked? Could modern technology finally unmask the Zodiac? Stay with us as we explore the latest attempts to crack the case. With advancements in DNA technology, investigators are taking a fresh look at old evidence. Could a small trace of DNA on one of the Zodiac's letters finally solve the mystery? It's a question that both haunts and drives those working on the case. Forensic experts are re-examining the letters, the crime scenes, and even the surviving victims' accounts. Online communities have also taken up the challenge. True crime enthusiasts, amateur code breakers, and digital detectives are relentless in their pursuit of answers. The Zodiac Killer left more than just a trail of bodies. He left a cultural legacy. Movies, documentaries, podcasts, and books continue to explore his crimes, fueling a never-ending fascination. But one thing remains constant: The identity of the Zodiac Killer is still one of the greatest unsolved mysteries of our time. Or is it? Could we be closer to the truth than ever before? The Zodiac Killer's reign of terror may have ended in the 1960s, but his shadow still looms large over Northern California. The case remains open, and the hunt for justice continues. We may never know the true identity of the Zodiac, but what if the answer is out there, waiting to be discovered? If you're as captivated by this mystery as we are, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We'll be diving deeper into true crime cases like this, exploring the unsolved, the unknown, and the unbelievable. And who knows, maybe one day together, we'll crack the code that finally unravels the mystery of the Zodiac Killer. Until then, the hunt continues.